video here. I'm just trying this out because I've never really vlogged stuff like while I'm doing it, and this isn't going to be the most exciting trip for the public to watch, but I love the Pacific Northwest so much. It's just to me, it's like the land is just enchanting. I love the deep forests and the dark green and the coastal air, so I'm excited. But anyway, and I don't know if I told you in the last video, I did bring Callie, so it's me and Callie, which I feel bad that I left Alfie at home. I asked my wife to spend lots of time with him because he doesn't do well when he's alone. He gets really lonely, and I can't really bring him along on a trip because he never behaves. He doesn't behave. And two, he's extra dirty, always jumps into mud, he always does everything, and he's going to be the one that chews stuff up or does something crazy, and there's not enough space. I'm just in a little minivan, so. And by the way, I'd rather, what else is doing with you? Oh, who else is going with you is probably what you meant. Nobody, just me, man. But yeah, I'm not in a van. I'm in a minivan because I think it's gonna be fun. I like it more that way. I'm not the type of guy that would like to go do something in the city, do like ritzy stuff. I'm a nature boy. So anyway, I'm thinking about aliens. I'm not well educated at all. I'm not well read on aliens. Man, is this shakiness working out? I don't know if that's gonna work out. Maybe you guys are just gonna have to look away from the screen if it's really bad. But to me, it's all shaky. So aliens, I am fascinated with that. Probably not enough to go do anything about it. I'm not gonna do a YouTube channel about it or something, or why not get a group with you? Oh, dude, I would love to get a group with me. If anybody wants to group up, that'd be awesome. I mean, I just don't want to put the energy into trying to plan some sort of event. I just want to let things flow. But if people want to be come along with me, Forrest, how Forrest Gump just started running and groups of people started following him, that's what it's going to be like. So contact Mandy Dupuy, and yeah, I needed the dog. I needed the dog just for my own nerves and companionship. It is pretty hard to sleep in the woods at night alone in the dark. David Polites, I'm still talking to you, man. I'm trying to freak the 411 people out. But I am gonna go deep into the woods as much as I can, into squatchy areas. Hopefully I find some squatchy areas, and I try and look for some weird stuff. I'm gonna try to be Utah Sasquatch during this trip. There is gonna be some Bigfoot stuff that I do and whatnot, but I'm gonna also talk about all sorts of stuff. I want to talk about my addiction and mental illness and stuff. So, but anyway, aliens. There's so much there, and it is so fascinating. I've looked into it enough to know that anyone who says it's a hoax or ridiculous, they haven't really done any honest research. You can look into it enough that there's just hundreds of things that have been filmed by the public that are really authentic and just truly unexplainable and interesting. When it comes to UFOs or UAP, ETs, I guess we're supposed to call them. You know, we are, there's and there's unclassified. Am I still live? Hit a dead spot. Gotta love Nevada. Somebody tell me if they can hear me. 1, 2, 3. Somebody say. Somebody type lemon tree. Okay, cool. I'm still here. So, people have been coming out, and it's like a legitimate thing. And so people like me, I've never really cared about UFOs or aliens. But now, if you don't believe in Sasquatch, look at this video. Blah blah blah. Okay, lemon tree. Thank you. So people that weren't very invested like me are now like, okay, we're ready to listen more. When it comes to aliens, though, that's where I still have lots of doubts. I have no opinions that are strong. I mean, every single thing. I've decided that I'm not going to have beliefs anymore. I'm only going to have opinions. So all of those opinions, all of my opinions are always in flux. They're always fluid. They will always change with better evidence. And most of the, and lots of the time I don't have opinions at all because I'm ignorant about the alien stuff. But it is interesting. I personally have not seen enough evidence to convince me that we have been visited for certain, that we have been visited by extraterrestrials. However, I'm not one to disregard abduction stories. I am going to admit I'm skeptical. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend any of you guys. I am going to admit I'm skeptical of a lot of these. I want to make some jokes and I want to have fun, but I don't want to offend anyone right now, so I'm just not going to say them. Anyway, some of the people that talk about their abductions are, you know, they also saw a fairy that morning when they were gardening. You know, they also have a Sasquatch living with them. You know, so it's like, I don't, you don't know. ET is all around you, bacteria. That's what some guy just said. So, I feel like I need more compelling, like, visitation stuff. There's amazing abduction stories. And some of these, I think, you know what, that is something that nobody should ignore. People should be looking at these very seriously, including scientists, especially if there are government groups that are going to say, yes, you know, this is a legitimate thing that science should look into. And I'm not talking about UFOs, I'm talking about abductions. So it's interesting. However, let me tell you, I want to be abducted by aliens. I want it. It's something that I would willingly have happen to me. And I'm trying to read your comments. Sorry, I can't read them very, very often. Here's the thing. A lot of the Sasquatch stuff in the Bigfoot community that people say is aggression and violence is really just those people being scared during the encounter. And so they project that fear onto the intentions of the Sasquatch. So they're projecting their perceptions and their feelings onto the actual encounter. So my point is that a lot of Sasquatch encounters aren't aggressive, even when people say they are. So it kind of seems, after reading a couple hundred of these abduction accounts, there's the same type thing happening, that people will be scared during the encounter, and it will be marketed as like this horrific